I'm already live.
Okay. Let me quickly mark why I took Trade.
Alright, that should be good. And then I'm gonna start trading view screen share. Okay, I think should be good to go. I'm just gonna put in text here, trade 1 ongoing.
Oh wait. Oh, I gotta create go live.
Yeah, so this long right now, I'm in this one. Can you explain today and gold market? Yeah, I'll take a look at the gold market in a bit. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another live stream. Give me like give me like a minute. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. We are live.
Can you explain today gold market? All right, so let's take a look at the gold market. My settings are all messed up though. Okay, that should be good. Let's take a look at it. See what's going on. I think I'm gold market. I would just say leaning. I draw my range. Looks like this is the range here. The range here. Then there's the range. I'd say leaning bullish overall because you see on copper is traded into a discount into this new week opening gap right here and continue pushing higher. So what I'd look for in gold and silver overall because they've also traded into this inefficiency. Oh my goodness, excuse me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
920
my
volatility
goodness.
injection.
Yeah. So I would look for higher prices in gold and silver overall because copper has already traded into a discount. Gold, silver have traded into this inefficiency right here. So I'd look for higher prices overall on gold and your metals. Oh, what the heck? It's pushing. Good morning, morning.
See if we can keep going. Model playing out fairly nicely. I'd like to see you not do with this though. Take it to be in tandem with the others more.
Oh, you got equities open in around 8 minutes here, so just gotta be a little patient. I'm gonna keep your chat open as well, just so I can stay aligned with what we're talking about.
Yeah. Let me open yours too. Oh, why is it open in Chrome? Ew. Actually, I use that one in Chrome is pretty good. Ooh.
Morning, Ethan. I'm also looking for longs on like that 5 minute no wick candle though. Which 5 minute no wick candle? This one right here.
Oh, 840. Is it 845?
Oh, yeah. The 845 candle has a wick. It's just really, really, really small.
That's
The candle that I'm really paying attention to is the 815 candle high because this one actually has no top wick. And then past that, my narrative is telling me to look for this buy side liquidity, which is why I'm in this long.
Oh, let me show my live position actually. Why not?
No, you're good. You're good. It's really easy to miss.
There we go.
By the way, I remember you said you don't take partials anymore and just let the trade run to final TP or stop. Can you clarify a bit on why you do this? So the reason why I don't take partials anymore is because oftentimes it's like I used to be a believer in partials and move break even, but I realized that if I just trail my stop loss instead to logical points, then I could have the full position run to TP. Because let's say I partialed, let's say I was up 2R and decided to partial 1R, right? Then I effectively just make 1R off that partial, and then the rest of my position is at break even, right? So either way, I'm making 1R. But instead of taking TP or partials, I would just trail my stop loss to a logical point around 1R, so I still have my full position. If it wants to run past my TP1, then I can continue trailing the full position. Does that make sense? So either way, I'm still going to make 1R on the trade, because oftentimes if I take a partial and it returns back, like it doesn't continue displacing, oftentimes that's just going to signify to me that it's just going to turn around and stop me at break even. So there's no point for me to partial. I just rather let the whole thing run. To go long before market open, yeah. So now you just trail your stop loss compared to how you used to take stop loss. Sorry, can you clarify that? I think I know what your question is, but yeah, I trailed my stop loss instead of partialing now. Yeah, exactly. There's some crazy PA going on the lower time frames I can feel. I'm watching the 15-minute, but it's been going up and down. You're already in a trade? Yes, I'm in this long right now. Target's clear with previously high and previous session high SMT, but London low is taken and we have another SMT at previous session low. Is that the reason you're looking for long now? So the reason I ever look for a directional bias is because of what my higher time frame narrative is telling me. So for the entire week, we've had this SMT on the low with this external range low, which is why I've been looking for this buy side liquidity this entire week. So that's why narrative is really important, because narrative helps you filter out which SMTs to pay attention to, which ones not to pay attention to. And I could be wrong today. Maybe we get a retracement today, but overall in the long term, I know that if I just systematically follow my model, leaning in the bias of what my narrative is telling me, then that'll automatically be pretty profitable because I'm trading in alignment of the higher time frame. So that's why I'm just filtering out specific SMTs. In this case, I'm filtering out bearish SMTs because my narrative is bullish. However, if I get invalidation of all those bullish SMTs, then I can start looking for bearish price action. But until then, I'm going to be leaning bullish. May I ask what your... Oh yeah, no worries. May I ask what your win rate is? So far this year, my win rate hasn't been the greatest. It's sitting around 42% right now for year to date. But the average RR per trade is around 4.5 R. Actually, let me just check my stats. I might as well. Journal. My average RR. Where is it at?
A minute left before equities opens.
I would say my average RR is around like 3 to 4. Because there are some outliers in there where it's like it's just massive wins that are kind of outliers, so I don't really count the outliers. But yeah, my win rate is on the climb. I started off this year with like a 30% win rate. Now it's up to like 42%, so it's pretty good. Last year I had a much higher win rate. Thank you.
Here's 9:30. Equities open, guys.
If I count the outliers, my average RR would be around like 10R or something like that. Because typically how my trades go, it's like, it's pretty mellow for the most part. And then sometimes there's just a massive winner out of nowhere, which is like 18R trade, for example, I had around 3 weeks ago. Then that just like significantly pushes up the average.
Let's see if this hits the external range liquidity we were looking for yesterday. I'm pretty sure if you guys paid attention to the stream.
That's true. That is true.
Previous month high. Here's my position, guys.
Wait, so do you know how boosted base hit works, Elijah? Like you asked them, like how does it work?
Yeah, it's basically a temporary daily limit. It goes higher because you're past your consistent days already, right? So technically, you have already sort of the consistent days they want to see. So they give you a little like boost so that you can kind of just like
Run through it faster.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so since I've survived for like 2 months already, I can just go for the boosted base hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much how it works. I'm pretty sure it's gonna stay like that until you pass. But I check it just in case it changes, because like I'm a little scared if it changes, but it shouldn't change.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just like make sure I'm not missing anything here. I would like NASDAQ to move with YM and also ES, preferably.
Yeah. But if ES and YM invalidate the previous session high, that'd be nice too.
Yep.
And then you can continue. Yo, what's up, Talk? Hello. Oh, is this your first time here? I've never seen you here. How's it going, Talk? Lords FX, you trade pre-market? What's up, bro? This morning was a bit earlier because of the 8:15 news. I normally only trade after 9, and I think I took this trade at, what, 8:45? What is this? Yeah, 8:45, around 8:45. Because of the 8:15 news, kind of created a SMT that I was looking for with my narrative.
What's going on here? Let me look at the higher time frame. Actually, everything looks pretty good so far to go for that buy side. You just really want to see NASDAQ start speeding up past previous day high here. Ideally. If we invert this 15-minute fair value gap, I'm most likely going to move to break even here. Wouldn't really want the 50% level of this fair value gap to be disrespected afterwards, because we already have such a big bullish push on YM and ES right now. So trading into previous day high right now on NASDAQ, this is where you'd want to see speed. Do you know how much the boosted base hit is? Like how much can I aim for? So this is the position I'm in right now. I'll just post it on the screen so you guys know I'm in it. This one. It's the exact same thing I have on screen right now. When would you trail stop loss? So right now I'm waiting for this 15-minute fair value gap to get inverted, or even this breaker block to activate, and then that's where I'm gonna move stops to break even pretty much. Yes, I'm targeting previous week high as of right now. So given how price is pushing right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and move to break even. Even though we don't have this candle closure yet, we just have a pretty big displacement past this high. So I wouldn't really want price to come all the way back down here. It wouldn't really make sense to me. So discretionary wise, I'm just gonna move to break even here. So right now you're pretty much up around 3R on your position if you want to. And I'm just going to say this so I can protect you guys. If you guys want to, you can feel free to take a partial here or just protect yourselves in some way, whatever way you want to manage your trade. Personally, I'm still holding on to this. And I might potentially start looking for a good area to trail to. We'll see how price wants to develop here. If price is able to close above this previous 90-minute high, then I'm going to move my stop loss below this breaker block right here. That just got activated.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. You'll see me every day. Sick, man. I will be excited to see you every day, man. Just like Lord's FX, bro. Let's go.
How much would you take off at? I'd take off like, if you want to take a partial, I'd say take 50% off. Otherwise, you just let it run.
Doesn't match your position.
As long as you guys are protecting yourselves, right?
I am just currently keeping an eye on if any markets hit previous month high first. And that's pretty much it.
Good stuff, Aaron. Just make sure you're following your plan, right? As long as you're following your plan, you're good.
Lambos by July.
Yeah.
Don't put a date on it, but no, you got it, bro. You got it. Brick by brick. I'll clip my trade recap and put it on Twitter or something. If you guys want. Make it a little bit easier. I just realized I had no music this whole time. Oh my goodness.
So I'm interested right now. Let's see. Where would I trail to? I like this breaker block right here. So I'll keep an eye on that for now. Stops are at break even still, but we'll see how price wants to react if it does trade back into that breaker block. Just want to see if there's anything on the left side of the curve for me to refer to here, because I know there's a fair value gap back here that we had a swing point within. So just drawing that out in time. If we're able to invert this, I'd like to see price support higher from this fair value gap, because that is the left side of the curve projected onto the right side of the curve now. I don't really like what YM's doing here, but just gonna let it run.
Nothing to do but wait.
Do you also look at volume data? I do not.
You need NQ to catch up to ES a little bit, but that's fine. They're pretty close. No biggie.
Yeah, they are pretty close.
Yeah.
What was your entry based on? It was off of the 15-minute SMT on the low with a change in state delivery created on ES here. So
Well,
change in
seems
state delivery on
unlikely.
ES. 10 a.m. news. What do you think? I'm going to. I'd like to see price continue to push higher, to be honest, from 10 a.m. news acting as distribution since we've already had this manipulation on the lows. If price was to continue bullish. So how I'm looking at is accumulation, manipulated lows here with this push lower initially, and now I'd like to see distribution higher into the drawn liquidity I've been looking at all week. Where's the 15-minute SMT? It's a hidden SMT between YM and NASDAQ. Yes, so YM closed below London lows, candle body, and ES YM failed to. Like this. Yeah.
Someone from my chat says hi, Ethan. Talk says hi, Ethan.
Oh, let me go to your chat. What's up, Talk?
Where are you guys from? We're from Canada. We're Canadians.
So I got 15 minutes for 10 a.m. news. With the way price is developing right now, I'm not gonna prematurely trail my stop loss. I'm just gonna leave it at break even and let it play out.
Sir. Do you journal your trades with TFD, Ethan?
No, I mean I tag my trades, but I don't really journal because I trade with multiple firms and also my personal account. So I don't really want to put all my journaling into one prop firm. I rather just put into Notion since I have multiple platforms.
Not sponsored, but you use TradeZilla, right?
Yep. I'm not sponsored though. Not affiliate. I mean, I honestly I would not mind being affiliated with them. I've been using them for the past 2 years of my life.
Normally, I would say if it's 940 creates an order block, it wouldn't be a bad spot to trail, but also keep in mind 10 a.m. news.
Yeah, what I really want to see is potentially like if a swing point forms and we get like a displacement past it, that would be an ideal spot to trail because we also have this breaker block, right? Breaker block from 8 a.m. to 8:10. Those three up close candles together create one 15-minute order block, or sorry, breaker block on the higher time frame. So that's what I'm paying attention to right now. Is like, are we able to continue supporting from this one? Anything you don't like about TFD? As of right now, I don't. There's nothing I dislike. Personally, I haven't been funded with them yet because I've been in the eval for the past like 2-3 months, kind of just going back and forth in my P&L. But yeah, I think for me the most difficult part of TFD is because of the consistency rule. It's hard for me to take it seriously because it's kind of I rather focus on my funded accounts, but for the most part, I haven't had any issues or anything. I think they've been really great, and everyone that's been using them through my referral has only given me positive feedback. So
I will say there's like it's a really like nitpicky, right? I heard from a friend that has live funded that is like there's like a little bit of like buffering, and also there's some risk settings that you don't have on eval compared to live funded for some reason. So like you know how on Project X you can normally put the certain number of trades you can take in a day. Apparently live funded that is gone for some reason, but that's just like a nitpicky thing. It doesn't really matter. Um, but if you're that type of guy, I guess it matters.
I think these are important details to mention, though. To be honest, like even if it's nitpicky, it is important.
Yeah, for sure. Every prop firm has its pros and cons for sure.
How the BMT is reliable when using at YM? What do you mean by BMT, William? What's my favorite prop firm? As of right now, I would just say Top Step. I haven't had any problems with them. Every time I request, they just instantly do it. It's super quick. Um, but like model wise, I'd say number one for me is Top Step, and then number two is TFD because TFD is straight to live funded, not just straight to sim funded, but live funded. So I think that's a really good model for them because that means their business model, in order for them to win, the trader has to win. So there's no incentive at all for TFD to sabotage their traders.
We're also low key Project X fans.
Yeah, we are also Project X fans. Their website says no consistency percentage. Is that something other than consistency rule? The consistency rule is on the eval, like the sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. Evaluation. So it's five. You pretty much take whatever your profit goal is and you divide by five, and then you have to trade that. That's like your maximum earnings per trading day. And then once you have 5 trading days, if I understand correctly from Elijah, you have boosted base hit, which means you can earn more in a day to start really flying through the eval. TFD is the futures desk. If you go into the description of the stream, then I have a link there. You can check them out if you'd like. What about my funded futures? I also haven't had any problems with them. I have 3 funded accounts with them, but I don't trade them because I don't have a trade copier. And also Project X cannot I as of right now I don't know how to trade copy Project X. Maybe if TradeSyncer allows that, then I will, but until then I kind of just been neglecting those accounts. Might get stopped at break even here. We'll see. See if this 10 a.m. volatility is able to push price higher. Really, I think the last line of defense at this point is really just this 5-minute fair value gap that I'm looking at, the 9:30 candle. So if this is able to support price higher, then I'll trail to the swing low if it does create it. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave my stop at break even.
Excuse me.
I do like how YM has caught up now though, and it's invalidated the 5-minute SMT on the highs. Go to the 15-minute chart, you can see that YM is still trying to reach for that London high. If we can get a closure above that, that'll give me more confidence. Same as ES, if we're able to get a closure above all London highs, that'll give me more confidence to look for continued higher prices. But either way, as of right now, there's no way for me to really trail this because there's no reliable spot in my opinion as of right now. So I'm just going to leave my stop at break even. I think it's a unicorn on 1 minute. Is that a reason for you to close? I personally don't go below the 5-minute because of teaching purposes. So I really rarely go to the 1 minute. However, even if I did go to the 1 minute, I saw that, it would not be a reason for me to close my position.
Do I find myself switching biases? Yeah, depending on what SMTs develop. Right. Trade using SMT order flow and SMTs and order flow pretty much.
Not the greatest 5-minute candle closure, I can't lie, but there's 5 minutes until news, so no matter what, stops at break even still. We'll see what it wants to do.
In the most ideal world, it'd be also nice to see this hourly candle close above previous day high.
Yeah, yeah.
Invalidated, but that's just the most ideal world. We'll just see how price wants to play.
Yeah, we'll see. It is also NFP week, so that's something to keep in mind. So you want to be a little more careful about where you're trailing your stop. If you trail too aggressively, because it is NFP week, it's notorious for chopping, right? So if you trail a little too close, sometimes it'll chop you out and then continue in your favor. So something just to be careful about. You got 2.5 more minutes here for news, so we'll see what Price wants to do.
For the game is waiting now.
Yeah, it's just one more minute. We'll see. Do we get stopped or do we get sent to TP? Like,
Or we just get chopped.
or we get chopped. Yeah.
3 options. Got my popcorn. Yeah, exactly, bro. Take your popcorn, get a coffee, whatever. Just we're just watching now. There's nothing else to do. If you're in this trade already, your hands out. It's 10 a.m. news, so hope you guys are staying hydrated too. Water,
Oh, yeah.
Water reminder, guys. Water reminder. Get your water in.
Get your water in so your brain can function properly. Your stop loss still at break even? Yes, still at break even.
So to get fried from this horrible.
Yeah, I'll just put it here so it's easier to follow.
3, 2, 1. Dang.
Okay, well I didn't even get to annotate this. I just got stopped at break even, everyone.
Yeah, damn.
Stopped at break even.
That literally froze my screen.
Send it. Okay, so what I'm paying attention to now is I'm still interested in longs. So trade to
Outside. Wow, tapped my freaking entry perfectly.
Did it stop you at break even or?
Yeah, so I'm down 3 bones. Oh no.
Like total?
Yeah, $3. Yeah.
Oh,
Or like
okay.
between all 5 accounts, it'd be whatever, $15, I guess.
Oh, bro, that's like 3 McChickens, bro.
It's over. It's over.
Okay. But yeah, so right now I'm still interested in longs, to be honest, just like the framework wise. I would like to see if it can create a 5-minute SMT on the low now, then I'll re-enter off a chain state delivery or something. But until that happens, I think I'd just be sidelined until it makes sense to look for that entry again. But once again, it's NFP week. We could just see sideways price action. So there's something to be really careful about. Elijah, how does it feel to be the liquidity?
Kind of sad, but kind of
Yeah.
at the same time. I was like, this could just jab lower because the sell side is just so.
Yeah, it's
vulnerable.
pretty juicy. I do want to see. I don't like how YM failed to take up previous 90-minute range low. It created equal lows. So we'll see what it wants to do with that. There's also no top wick on this candle. So there's a lot of conflicting information provided from this news injection. So my game plan as of right now would be wait for the previous 90-minute low. If we get an SMT with a change state delivery or inversion or anything like that, I'll take another long stab.
Yeah, it's still the same.
I gotta announce that actually in the server.
Might just wait until next day. Yo, talk, you got the read, bro. You might not hit previous session high today.
I'm up like $60. MNQ created a gap on my chart. Did it create a gap on your chart? Oh, look at the 15-minute. It created a gap. Okay. Understood. This is definitely going to be filled, though. I'm very confident. No way that's just left behind, right? We'll see. We'll see how this 90-minute candle wants to close. This could potentially become a sell. I don't know. After this news injection, I'm leaning pretty both-sided.
Yeah, I'm just sitting on my hands now.
Yeah. It's not looking likely for another trade.
Yeah. Looks like it's gonna be an early day. What is this? Previous day high. Previous session high. Still using that SMT probably.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get the invalidations we wanted before volatility injection. All good.
Yeah, but at least we protected ourselves.
be right back.
Okay.
Yo, this previous day high working.
Yeah, the previous day high SMT.
Yeah.
And then previous session high SMT too. It held strong. So I'll watch how price wants to react to this previous 90-minute range low. And then I think that'll be the telltale sign of if we get another opportunity or not. It's not looking likely though. I don't. One thing I really don't like about this price action is that it took ages to climb higher and then it just instantly dumped. So it's telling me that price is most likely low resistance liquidity running for the lows right now. And it could possibly continue lower into a discount of this range right here. So we'll see.
That is strong candle.
There's no bottom wick on this 5-minute candle either. This is gonna be rough. Tomorrow, for anyone watching the stream, tomorrow I won't be trading because it's the day right before NFP. So, but I think Elijah's gonna be. You're gonna be trading tomorrow, right, Elijah? Or
I'll be streaming. I'm pretty sure I won't be trading though. Like I'll tape read.
okay, yeah. So Elijah's gonna go live. I'll probably be in call with him and just answer questions in the chat. So make sure you join up Elijah's stream tomorrow, and I'll also sit in there too. So you can ask any questions you want.
Is there a bottom wick? No, there isn't.
There's no bottom wick, bro. This is making it really difficult to. Do I re-enter or?
10:30 is not a bad point to wait for because it's a new 90-minute cycle. But right now, you need to technically create a wick. 90-minute S&P on the lows. What did it? Let me double check. Yes, I did. But that is not enough. Like we usually like to pair it with like changing state delivery and things like that. Yeah, David, it's trapped. Yeah, it's low. That's like we're thinking it's a trap because there's no wick on this 10-10 candle. Just keep an eye on that. But there's also no wick on the 10 a.m. candle, the high. So, at this point, like,
I'd probably just call it.
Yeah. Sit in your hands at this point. Like, maybe we're just in this range, and then we'll take out external range liquidity another day, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Great.
This whole day is a trap. Yeah. Tomorrow's also gonna be a trap for NFP, and the NFP is gonna displace without us being involved. I already know. That's usually how it goes.
It's always gonna be like a weird time too. Like this might just take out external range liquidity tonight or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it be sometimes.
It was never our opportunity.
Yeah, masterfully designed. Which wish no one
Mark,
gets taken
yeah,
out first.
market makers using the time element taught by ICT to their advantage. They always run price at a time no one's allowed to trade.
They're studying ICT, bro. I'm telling you.
Are you still long biased? Yeah, I'm still long biased right now. I see a 5 minute SMT on the low. The only thing making me hesitate is this 5 minute candle, 10-10 candle, has no bottom wick. So I might just call it for today. We'll see how price develops, but with this no wick candle, I'm not a big fan of that. Especially there's no wick on the high and there's no wick on the low. So we'll see what price wants to do.
Pick your poison.
Yeah. But overall, I am long biased still.
Yeah. Or you pick no poison at all by not trading.
True.
Big facts.
Big facts.
What is that noise?
Was that your door?
Construction.
Oh.
I think it might have construction. That's kind of. I'm sorry.
Your dad comes back and starts fixing up the whole house.
Yeah, actually. We got the whole floor plan, by the way, for the basement and stuff. So.
Oh, nice.
Maybe we'll start a cool dual stream.
Yeah, that'd be
setup soon,
so
guys.
sick. That'd actually be so
You know,
sick.
A trading desk.
Yeah.
We doing side bets. All right, let's do side bet. No, we don't do. Channel Jake. The next 5 minutes is gonna boom, take out bottom and then go higher. I'm saying, okay, I'm not doing a side bet. There's nothing bet on the table. But I'm thinking the one below first, and then we go higher. No cap.
Ideal in a perfect world, yeah.
Yeah. This is by the way, this is no analysis. By the way, this is just like just based off vibes.
It's based on vibes.
Yeah. This is not like an idea to trade or anything. Hedge to either no wick. See who gets it first. Okay. I go long, you go short.
Wait, facts. If I take a long, you take a short, then one of our streams is right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, wait, hold up.
That's prime marketing material right there.
Oh my goodness. The noises.
Wait, but what if it never takes out the low and it just keeps going higher?
Then David wins. Wait, was it David? Oh no, it's Jake.
Jake wins. So normally, okay, so for the stream, normally we would enter on this candle right here because it created change of state delivery after a 5 minute SMT. However, the only reason we're not executing is because there's no bottom wick on this candle, this 10-10 candle, which is why we're not in this. Unless you're in this, Elijah.
There's a wick on MNQ, but I see you'll do analysis on that. I wanted to take a stab on my. Oh my goodness, the noise. I'm willing to take a stab on my evals, not on my fundeds.
Okay, so basically, don't trade.
Yeah, basically, don't trade. Yes.
Whenever you find yourself saying, "I'm willing to take this on evals and not my fundeds," that's how you know.
It's 15 minutes.
See, now this new YM candle has no bottom wick, so I don't know.
It is Chris to begin with.
What are the odds we just go sideways today, though?
Pretty high odds.
Yeah, like as of what I'm seeing right now, all volatility injection has already passed, by the way. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna lock myself out of my fundeds actually, because I don't like. Not a big fan. I say high. I say high then low. But what about low then high? Wait, now you're cooking. Hold up. Wait, what about a good answer here? 15 minutes, no wick 2. 10 a.m. A wickception.
wickception.
That's a way to put it.
I don't even want to watch this, to
think
be
you
honest.
should-
I'll give it maybe like two. Okay, if anyone has any more questions, Feel free to type it now. I'm just gonna answer questions. I don't think I'm gonna be trading anymore based on this PA. Type 1 if you're satisfied with the stream, and then type your question if you have any questions. I'll be on the stream for 2 more minutes and I'll probably just end it. I do not trade PM session unless... Alright, great. So for anyone that type 1, feel free to head out. I appreciate you guys joining as always. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on Elijah's stream. So if you don't see me go live, it's because I'm on Elijah's stream. So once again, make sure you check out his channel, subscribe, and then turn on the notifications. So tomorrow when I go, I won't be going live, so you won't get a notification from my channel.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can, when I'm live, you just search up Eli Trades. And I should be one of the first ones to show up because I don't think anyone has that much similar name. And be live 9:15 as per usual. I feel like NQ 15-minute wickedness high. What does that mean? Oh, wick the high? Maybe. Maybe. At this point, it's kind of just flip a coin. So I don't want... like, I'm good. See, this little wick down got Jake a little worried because he thought it was gonna... He thought
okay,
it was
bro.
like low then high. Now it's high then low. Wait, what if it's low then high? Up then down, and up then down, and up then down.
Hey,
What's
you're
your risk
giving
management
you're
of this
giving
high
you're giving Jake all the anxiety, bro.
What's your risk management on the side bet? $0. I'm risk free, bro. I break even. Rock, paper, scissors, long or short?
Please
ready?
send his channel in the chat. Yo, Elijah, can you post your channel link in my chat?
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna get banned by mods, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I am a mod.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shoot.
Alright, so Elijah's link is in the chat if you guys want to go head over to his channel. I'm going to be hopping off here, so thank you everyone for joining the stream. As always, I'll be live not tomorrow. I'll be live Tuesday to Thursdays, just not tomorrow, because tomorrow I'll be on Elijah's stream. So take care everyone, and as always, have a great day.
Take care, everyone. Bye bye. I'm gonna stream for like 10 more minutes, maybe. Break even on the side bet.